Hey, I'm okay, Kenedi. Amy Little. Hey, I'm okay, Kenedi. I'm an indie artist and songwriter from Atlanta, but I was not allowed to listen to secular music growing up. So, in an effort to save me and my reputation, these are my friends Rachel and Sarah. And on this podcast, we talk about artists and bands I should know but probably don't. This is Saving OK Kennedy.
Have you ever heard of my boyfriend, Peter Gene Hernandez?
Also known as Bruno Mars.
I have heard of Bruno Mars because you guys are my friends.
I love me some Bruno.
I do too. I love that stuff.
Oh my goodness gracious. He is like
Oh.
modern.
There's a lot of passion behind that, goodness gracious.
Because he is like modern Motown, and like he's just mixed with just about everything. And it's just like, I love it.
When you say mixed with just about everything, what do you mean by that?
I mean like genre wise.
Okay.
So like he's just like he's got a lot of like all the stuff I love. So that's why I get a goodness gracious.
I literally, like, I knew a lot of his stuff when I was in high school because it was super popular and all my friends listened to it and stuff. But I will never forget going bowling and you guys put the newer Silk Sonic record on and you didn't, neither one of you acknowledged that you were in a room, like a van full of friends for like 45 minutes, I think.
Yeah, just about.
And y'all didn't talk to us at all. You literally sang the entire time with dance moves, and
He just brings it out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And just
I get like a song or two, but that was 45-minute.
no,
car ride.
I really honestly don't think that he has a song that I'm like not a big fan of. To
Really?
be honest, I really think so. I think I like just about all of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's a very like he is a pop star,
Yes.
or like that's what you like. He just is the mold of one. Like he can dance, he can sing, he can write. Apparently he puts on a really great show. I don't know, I've never been to one, but
I mean, I think it has to do with like how he grew up and how like he was raised. So he's actually from Honolulu.
I didn't know that.
He's from Hawaii. His mom and dad actually met. His mom was a hula dancer, actually, and his dad did impersonation shows. So when he was about 2, they basically put him up there, and he just started performing like Elvis and doing all of his like dance moves, all the iconic Elvis things.
Well, he was actually the youngest Elvis impersonator at 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have a picture for the podcast to put in there because I found a picture of him as
okay.
Elvis. They did his hair up. He had the costumes and everything. I was watching videos of him at home last night.
He did
It's-
the lip.
Funny.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's
Yeah.
really cute.
Yeah. So he grew up doing that, and then as like finally when he got older, after he graduated like high school and everything, he moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And he actually was a music producer first. He started producing music and like writing things for like Adam Levine and Janelle. What was the last name?
Monáe.
This is why you take notes, Rachel.
This is why I take notes.
Janelle Monáe.
So, Janelle Monáe. There we go.
Say that again.
Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe. There we go. And then he became really popular and started doing his solo career when he did the song Nothing But You with Bob, B.O.B.
Oh, B.O.B.
Good old B.O.B.
What's the other famous Bob song? B.O.B. song.
Airplanes
That's it.
with Paramore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Off topic.
So that's when he started doing like more of his solo things. And then you get into his doo-wops and hooligans.
2010.
And that album
Incredible album.
is so good. You want to talk about somebody who loves oldies, and then he's got some doo-wops in there, and then it like on top of like the Motown. Yes.
We can play it later.
Yeah.
Privately.
Mm.
So you can just sit in your van.
Privately.
I'm sorry.
This is the second podcast with the word private, everyone.
Private dancer from the Tina Turner podcast.
That
But-
album is so good.
Yeah, but then after that, he created his second album with 24K.
No.
Right? No.
No.
The second album.
His second album is Unorthodox Jukebox.
There we go. Sarah knows everything
No.
because this
No.
is her boyfriend. You have
2012.
to remember. This is her
Unorthodox
boyfriend.
Jukebox. another phenomenal album. It's got Treasure, Locked Out of Heaven, Young Girls, and like Locked Out of Heaven has over 1 billion streams. When I Was Your Man has over 1 billion streams.
I feel like I'm just
freaking
sitting
album,
in the middle of like Bruno Mars evangelists who are trying to convert me.
he is like,
Look at my holy book.
he is amazing.
It's an Orthodox jukebox.
2012.
Yeah.
That's right. And then you finally get to the 24K. 24K, it's got Chunky. It's got Perm. You want to talk about a song I love? I love me Chunky.
Chunky is a good song.
That song, oh my goodness. Just with the big old hoops. I love it. That's my favorite. Just, it makes me feel like I don't know, back in the 90s and like I'm like this hip hop.
Rachel, you don't remember the 90s.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like I'm back in those days.
Oh, I think like I'm back in the 90s. Like I remember them finally and it put me back there
this
again.
girl right here had a year and a half of the 90s.
Yeah.
Put her back.
Put me back in the 90s.
I won't even say 2 years. I had a year and a half of the 90s, and I don't remember that.
Before that 24K album, 24K. Kenedi, get out of there.
Sorry, that was very impulsive. Sorry, audience. I'm the armpit bandit.
As I was saying, before 24 Karat Magic, the album comes out, you have one of like the biggest singles ever, and that is Uptown Funk. I swear Uptown Funk has been played in every grocery store I've been into. My Nana loves that song.
Every cover band knows Uptown Funk.
That's so true.
My
Nana loves that song.
You say those two words together, and I automatically go,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It starts playing in my head right when I say it.
Yeah.
Which technically that's a feature on a single. Mark Ronson, who's a producer, he did that song. But I mean, that's a huge song.
That is.
And that's so funky. Like he's got funk. You know what I mean? That's good stuff. Because he takes like all these inspirations from like the 60s, 70s, and a little bit of like the early 80s, like Motown stuff, and just like modernizes them. It's like
so good.
It's like, you know, he took like all of the funk and all of that stuff and then like made like a blanket with modern day pop, you know? It's all kind of like all there, and then you just cover up with it.
Will you join our fan group?
I think I'll remain unblanketed.
That's fine. That's your opinion. That's
that was
okay.
really creepy.
That's
Both
all
of
right.
you. I feel pressured in the middle of both of you during this podcast.
I feel like you feel this
No,
way
I'm
every
totally not
time we
pressuring
talk
you.
about Bruno
Because
Mars.
y'all take on like a different personality when you talk about Bruno Mars or when his music starts playing. Michaela in the back, can you attest to that? It's scary for us. It's not that I don't like, I like some of Bruno Mars songs. It's not necessarily something that, like, his genre is not something that like I love or would just listen to.
Mhm.
I don't think I ever listen to Bruno Mars if you guys are not with me. I was just not like, I like music that has like at least a little sprinkle of grit to it.
Mm.
And a lot of his stuff is very fluffy. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of his stuff, like, I don't know, it doesn't hit me in the heartstrings like I want music to.
Mm.
And
That's
there's
okay.
not enough, at least flirting with like some good like rock and roll gritty get him, like, you know what I mean? It's very Motown. It's very funk. It's very pop. It's very woo. We're all having fun and we're dancing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just not something I choose to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. You don't have to feel scared to say that.
No, well, I am, because I'm in the middle of both of you.
No.
Who would die for this man
I
you've never
wouldn't-
met?
No, I wouldn't die for Bruno Mars.
There is nothing about him that makes me want to just die for him. Mm-mm.
Y'all have never been in the car with yourselves when his music comes on. I've been talking to you in the car, having a full-on like serious conversation. His song comes on rotation. You drop everything. Drop the whole conversation.
Because I love that music.
I know, but that was a serious conversation.
Was it? I'm
happened
really
several
sorry.
times.
Listen, I'm sorry. And I've tried to be better.
But it's her boyfriend.
Speaking of that, I'm taller than your boyfriend. So is Rachel.
I'm actually not like physically attracted to Bruno. It's like I don't know. I never have been.
You call him your boyfriend all the time.
I know. It's more like the music.
Oh.
No offense, Bruno. If you
Yeah.
ever watch this,
I feel like this is a great segue for me to bring up my only interesting fact I found about Bruno Mars.
Do it.
It's that his name isn't Bruno Mars.
Mm-mm.
And I know you know, because
Mm.
you tried to say this, and I was like, don't say that. That's my fun fact.
Yeah.
But you know his name's not Bruno Mars. But do you know how he got the name Bruno Mars?
No, I don't.
It's because his dad used to call him Bruno. It was a pet name for him. Because he, I guess growing up, had a resemblance to the Italian wrestler Bruno Sammartino. Oh, I hope I say that right. And then he wanted to add something at the end to give it some more pizzazz because he thought Bruno on its own wasn't enough. And he picked Mars because he had been told by several women that he was out of this world.
Mhm.
And so I have a question. Were you two those women?
No.
I was not that woman. I'm a woman now.
Yeah, well, I feel like with your like strong belief in feminism, you would just hate that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
he chose that because he thinks he was so great.
When I saw that fact when I was looking it up, I legitimately said out loud, I think it's really cute how he got the name Bruno, but I really hate why he got the name Mars.
Yeah.
I was like, that really just that just presses a button that I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna listen to your music. Don't talk to me.
Yeah. I'm really for Bruno because of the music.
Mm-hmm.
I know nothing about him as like a human being or how he treats people or what he thinks.
Oh, I don't either.
It's just like,
I just know that fun fact about Mars.
that's just crazy.
He's from Mars, ladies and gentlemen.
He's out of this world.
Out of this
Apparently.
world. You are out of this world.
Listen, we skipped like one really important thing that I'd like to talk about, and that is
The Silk Sonic record?
the Silk Sonic record. Absolutely. That is the best album of 2021. It absolutely deserved that Grammy that it got.
Hot take.
That's the best album of 2021. I listen to that album at least once or twice a week.
I have to say, I think the Silk Sonic record is the one record that I don't know all the songs to.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to fight about it?
No, absolutely not.
Sarah's not, she's not gonna fight about just about nothing.
No,
Yeah.
only feminism.
We can go
I-
back to the Mars comment.
That's stupid.
But no, I think that is the one like record that I'm like, I don't know all of those songs. I don't think I like got into it a lot. I'm sorry. I
good.
feel the shame. I literally like the shame is starting to creep up upon me. So I'm sorry.
It is.
Now I'm
Well,
starting to
just
feel
get-
like everyone's
Get
looking
the
at
blanket.
me.
Get the blanket of Motown and pop back on, and you
Yeah,
won't
put it
feel
back
the
on.
shame anymore.
I
It's
know,
like a
I-
poncho.
It's a poncho of Motown.
All I have to
Listen.
say is that you two looking at me makes me feel like when
It's
we
a
were both
Poptown
looking
show.
at you.
Yeah, welcome.
It's like that album is so freaking good. Seamlessly done. Like the order of the songs, incredible. It's like a whole theme where they have Bootsy Collins as like a host, where you have an evening with Silk Sonic, which is what it's called. And Anderson .Paak is a freaking phenomenal drummer.
He is a great drummer.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Do you know how hard it is to sing and play drums at the same time? Very hard. Very. And he does it so well. I think that's why I like that album so much. It's so rhythmically cool and so musically interesting that it just that spot in me. You know what I mean?
It's a good record.
You're allowed to have a different opinion.
I don't think it's a bad record.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rank it in my top 10 at all. It's the writing for me. Like, it's for what he does, it's great. For me, I'm like, there's got to be some more depth somewhere.
It's not like lyrically the best
No.
album he's ever done.
And
No.
that's why all my favorite artists have like strong lyrics, like depth to their lyrics.
And I'm just like, I want something funky. I want something
I
to
like
move to.
I like both. I can appreciate both.
I can appreciate Silk Sonic. I can appreciate Anderson .Paak. I can appreciate Bruno Mars. Is it something I would choose to listen to? No. But I don't have to. I don't have to.
No, you don't
We're
have
not
to.
making you do
That's the beauty of
nothing.
music, and that's the beauty of different opinions and individuality.
Yeah.
You don't have to choose to listen to anything.
We're not making you do anything, but we are going to figure out how can we and how can Bruno save you? What can we take away from Bruno to save you?
I don't want to be saved by Bruno.
Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything. that we can take from Bruno Mars to save you.
He's like a triple threat, right? He's a really great performer. But the thing is, I'm not gonna be able to dance like that. I took a dance camp. I took several dance camps. I wore a dang leotard to
I've
try to
seen
be
it.
able to dance.
Wow.
I've never been able to be helped with my dancing. So I just make a fool of myself trying to dance. But if I do it while looking cool, I'll get away with it.
That's very true.
So here's the thing. There's not much I can take away.
And that's okay.
But I
now-
can know about Bruno.
Yeah.
And knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And that is how we save OK Kennedy.
Mm-hmm. Now you know about Bruno Mars.
I do.
And that's a wrap. Smoking out the window. That's a good song. You guys, that's been stuck in my head since we started talking about
That
smoking out the window of the bizzo. Sorry.
Versace on the floor.
I think
Take it off for me now, girl.
this is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I've been talking about. That is the wrap of the podcast.
After last night, I think I'm in love with you.
Okay, there is no wrap to this podcast. I'm just
Woke
gonna
up and
walk
I
out.
can't get you out of my head.
Can leave the door open.
I'ma leave the door open.
You can leave the door open, girl.
I'ma leave the door open.
I think we do change when we talk about Bruno.
Probably.